The thing about getting organized that nobody wants to tell you and nobody wants to talk about is that you probably have too much stuff. One of the biggest questions I get asked online is, what do I do if I have 80 pairs of shoes? What do I do if my 100 hoodies don't fit in my closet? The answer is you can't get organized, and you definitely cannot keep any sort of an organizing system unless you address the amount of things that you have. So whatever space we're talking about, if we're talking about a closet, a pantry, a certain cabinet or a closet, that space isn't gonna be able to actually look or function as an organized or pretty or aesthetic looking space if you have too much stuff for that space. When people think professional organizing, they think these big, beautiful, expensive, clean, aesthetic spaces. Then there's like 95% of us, you and me included, that have these normal homes, normal looking spaces, and we're just like, why can't I make it look like that? You could spend $1,000 on baskets and bins, and it will not work. It will not look good if you still have too much stuff for the space. So what can we do about that? Any space you're organizing, take everything out of that space when you're actually doing it. Go through every single item. Yes, you're gonna need like a few hours. You're gonna need probably like a whole day to do that. You have to look at everything and evaluate every single item. I know that for a lot of people, that's a lot easier than for others. So if that's something that you've already done, you feel like you can't get rid of anything else, the second option is, okay, is there any more spaces in the entire apartment, home? If you don't have enough room in your current closet, is there another storage closet in another room? Is there even like a clothing rack that you can put it in another room? Is there options? Is there somewhere maybe in the garage? Is there a space you can create? But the problem still comes back to the amount of stuff, right? Like if we're creating all of these systems and buying all of this extra product, or literally creating extra spaces in the home for extra things that don't fit in their designated homes, I would say a gentle push to you to really, again, look at the amount of stuff. Some of us buy clothing like we have a Kardashian sized closet and we never get rid of the clothing from 5 years ago, okay? If we're talking about something like a pantry, is there a shelf you can set up in your garage? If you have a garage, I know everyone doesn't. I'm gonna insert something that I recently bought as kind of a second pantry. It'll be on my ShopMy as well if you're interested. Everything I ever share for organizing is linked on my ShopMy under the organization section. The last thing that I will say, my biggest tip for creating more space in the areas that you already have is to utilize your vertical space. A lot of times we think about just going this way. I'm gonna insert a photo of one of my favorite organizing products for small spaces. This can go on the back of your closet door, bathroom, pantry door, garage door, literally any door. Can you put hooks on your walls, shelves on your walls, creating that extra space? And of course, follow me for more organizing tips